Hello? Hello? Hi? Are you guys ready to see your new form? Because you are looking a lot different than usual. Ready? Hi, everybody. I hope that you're having a good Wednesday. And I know it's good because I'm here now. And now you are cute little dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. You gotta say Dino DNA. Dinosaur. You like my shoes? They're very, very cool. All the more to stomp on you with. Rar? Oh shit, I guess I'll have to add a rar redeem and then I'll rar for you. I've never unironically rarred back in the past though. There was lots of rar girls, but that wasn't me. I was just XD. I'm so random, haha. I'm so random and funny. Not funny, basically. But wow, thank you guys so much for coming. What do you think of the background and the overlay? I wanted it to be uniform, so obviously it's resemblance synths a bit, but now it's cool and in a forest at my little military base. And the overlay and the background was made by the same people who did the other one. I'll give all the credits towards the end. I'm thankful that I get to play with slides again, because I'll tell you what, not having slides makes things feel a lot more... Oh shit, I gotta wing this. Oh, hi, thank you so much for the sub. And I also wanted to say thank you for the subs from earlier. Thank you so much. But yeah, like... I don't know, like whenever I debuted the winter costumes for my main forms, I just felt a little bit awkward, more like, geez, I don't know, here's the costume, I guess. That's all I know how to do. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, thank you. But with slides, it feels like, you know, you're guided a little bit, and then you can kind of, you know, spitball easier, because you got like prompts essentially to look at. Makes it a lot easier. And also, I just like making slides. I like making lists, I like making slides. You like my tail? So my tail is not as thick and big as Synth's. Synth's has like a big giant fat tail. My tail is like a little bit on the small end, but probably big enough for you guys. I'm scrolling up to make sure that I caught everything. None of my friends are free to play Night Rain DLC, so I guess I'll watch this. Wow, I'm so honored to be your second or third or fourth or fifth pick. Oh my gosh, wow, I'm like really honored. And you should be honored that I'm here, right? You guys are honored that I'm here, right? It's not, look, it's not the size, yeah, it's not the size of the tail, it's what you do with it, okay? But yeah, what do you think of my leggings? I feel like Oku did like an incredible job rendering them, the kind of like glossy pantyhose look. You know Nunessa, I always be liking the damn pantyhose. Pantyhose is top tier. And all variants of pantyhose. And then fishnets. Fishnets is really good. And then obviously like thigh highs, knee socks, etc. But I think I just really dig pantyhose. It's not the size of how you use it. Exactly, Sleepy. Would grab tail and sling. Would you? No. Don't touch it because it makes me angry. All I'm seeing is the lower half and I'm enamored. So you guys are kind of remember what I look like, right? I mean, I technically showed like a little preview. There's been other images. Want a riddle? If so, easy or hard? I'm not really much of a thinker. I might be a commander, but I command somebody else to think for me. But sure, give me an easy riddle, I suppose. Hello, Blaze. Oh, what do you think of my raptor legs? You like them? Yeah, don't touch the tail. That pisses me off. I don't even know if you're allowed to touch Synth's tail. I feel like she won't like it, but she might be too afraid to say anything. Except when she snaps. Because she will snap. With no warning. No, don't bite my tail. Your teeth are too small and pathetic to even penetrate it. Have no cities, no houses, have mountains, but no trees, water, no fish. What is it? Is it like a lake or something? A crater where a lake is? I don't know. What's the answer? Small and pathetic teat. Huh? I want to eat gator because it tastes like chicken, apparently. But, you know, what's sad about eating a gator is that I won't get to like look at it in its face, you know? It'll just be like a platter of meat that won't even look any crazy different than any other meat, you know? It's a lot different if you get to see the creature that you are about to devour. That's why it was so cool watching Basaru inflate the gator. He inflated a gator and then skinned it, and then he did all the meats. Oh, it's so cool. But I still want to try it, just for the mental. To try a different kind of animal. Because, I mean, we're always giving chickens and cows a hard time. It's time to make alligators pay. No, I'm not a gator. I'm a dinosaur. So, Sailor Synth is an albino saltwater crocodile. I am a... They did, like, the book and everything. Because it sounds cooler. Oh, fuck, it's a Utahraptor. Like, huh? Velociraptor just has that kind of, like, oomph to it. Dinosaurs are birds, so they also taste like chicken. No! That's not true. That's cringe. I don't taste like that. And you can't take my tail because you had to defeat me. You'd have to defeat me if you want a chance to eat me. How many characters do you have? So, actually, we will be getting into that whenever we get into the slides, but to make it simple, I am always just 2 characters with a human form that I don't care about. So, always Synth and Nunessa. Always Synth and Nunessa. That's it. But we have a bunch of costumes, and then the main thing is that we have an alternate universe where we're like Moe and small like this. That's kind of like it. Like, it seems confusing, but it's not that confusing. Not to me, anyway. But it is confusing. Nunessa Velociraptor costume went. This is my Velociraptor. Well, it's not really a costume. It's who I really am. My big form, though, does have a raptor raptor-themed costume, but it's a lot more subtle. Let me actually pull that up since I don't think I've really shown you guys the reference sheet for her in a bit. Let me see if I can find it. But don't worry. I'll get the teasing out of the way. I'll show what I look like soon. Let me just like do this one thing. I gotta remember where I put all my files. Should be... This is actually useful because this is design is partially like utilized in this one, the one I'm about to show you. Hey, shit's not working. Okay, how about I change this image to it? Sorry, technical difficulties. I'm doing this on the fly. But I do have like slides and stuff for structure later, so be patient with me. I have Raptorism. Where's all my shit when I actually want to like use it? Why am I? No, I didn't delete it. I was about to panic. But this is Nunessa. This isn't her main costume, but this is one of her alternate costumes. And this is actually raptor themed, but like subtly, you know, she's not like, she doesn't have scales. She's not wearing green or whatever like color raptors have to be. But, you know, she's got like the claw marks. She's got a little raptor charm and like the like necklace, or not necklace, the earrings and like various chains. So it's like goth, but subtly raptor. But I would later decide that I want to be a raptor. Full 3-hour lore dump. You know what? Speaking of lore, we don't really have much lore. I feel like for my main forms, the lore is more like a premise than really anything deep. And for my sailor and captain form, it's even vaguer because it doesn't matter. At least not to me. I'm not really good at writing overly complicated stories. I just like to present a concept. But let's get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and start showing what we got. Do you like how my tail moves? If you study it, I have eye patterns on my tail. And also I have a different leg movement style than Synth. I like when I get to work with different riggers for like models because, you know, I always get a model set of 2, Synth and Nunessa, and typically they will do different personality rigging based on each character. So Nunessa kind of has like a kind of sexier kind of look, you know? The tail is not edible. What is up with y'all wanting to eat my fucking tail? I'm the carnivore here. I mean, I guess you guys are too. And oh, we're gonna get into carnivores soon and talk about how they're better and herbivore dinosaurs suck and I don't like any of them. If you don't have like crazy razor sharp teeth, I'm not interested. I want to eat a gator tail, but I'm allowed to do it and you're not allowed to do it. Like, I'm a fucking person, I think, with feelings. Whereas gators and shit, they don't say anything. They don't think anything. They're happy. Like, if an alligator didn't want to be eaten, or a crocodile didn't want to be eaten, why won't they frown then? They're clearly smiling because they're happy about what's gonna happen to them. Right, let's go a little bit low. If you ever get too sick to fight back or eat it, fuck you. I will never be weak. I will never be so weak that I could be devoured by the likes of you. And I'll poison you. I'm full of microplastics. And they expand. You know those like dinosaur, like, let's get into, make it about dinosaurs. You know those like dinosaur shrinky foam things that you put in water and they expand? That's what will happen to you if you eat me, and you will die. And that's when you weirdos are like, oh my, worth it, queen. Well, what do you think? What do you think? I got big, long, cute, kawaii sleeves. Get a little bit lower. What do you think? It's a little bit of a different color palette than Nunessa normally is. Nunessa, because like, you know, orange and green hair is pretty tricky to work with. We always stick with black and white. Almost every single costume she has or ever will has is always like black or white. Because it just, black and white matches everything. But I'm like, well, I want to go for like a little military vibe. What colors can we go for? And I have multiple colors, because like, you know, I like to switch it up. I have these toggles. But I'm like, you know what? I don't want to wear black for once. Let's go with like brown. And I feel like it's tricky to pull off. I don't know if it's like overly aesthetic to you guys. I feel like it's a little bit niche, so I get worried. But I mean, this is what I wanted to be. This is what I felt like being. You like my hair bounce? My rigger, Nunpire, did so good. It was so much fun working with them again. Okay. I also like my spiked cuffs. They make me think of like Bowser or something. Which, guess what? Bowser is a reptile. He's a turtle. Aren't alligators already in the water a lot? Yeah. Alright, ready? Just a little bit more. So, it's hard to tell, but I do actually have a flat chest. It is flatter than Synth's, or it might be equal. It's kind of hard to tell because Synth doesn't tend to wear tight-fitting clothing. Not on Sailor Synth anyway. Why do I get a Christmas tree? Oh my god, you're actually right. Oh shit, I can literally like put like little ornaments in my hair. You know what's funny is that Mina's kind of Christmas tree too. Mina's got the cones. Wait, why did we decide that's Christmas? Oh, because you know, cones kind of the shape of a Christmas tree. You also thought of Bowser? That makes it even better. I don't like have like a strong affiliation for Bowser, but I do like him. My friend crushes on Bowser. She's like all into Bowser. Like I guess like an early young crush. Bowser is kind of cool, I'll say. But I can't get into him. Mina's cones actually are removable. We sometimes just call them horns. They look like horns, but we could take them off at will. You want a star in my head? If you feel like it, I guess. As long as you don't eat me, I suppose. But are you ready? Are you ready for the moneymaker? Alright. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of teasing. I'm doing this relatively quick. Don't you dare complain. My teeth are more refined and less derpy and dopey than Synth's. Synth has adorable, cute, thick teeth, but I have refined, super mature, sexy teeth. And now, and now I am here. It is I, Captain Nunessa. What do you think? No razor teeth. What do you think these are? Literally. These are the teeth that are gonna dismantle your entire body. I'm gonna turn your organs inside out. I'm gonna eat you. And guess what I have? My nails. These are my nails that I jam into you if you're bad, or if I mistakenly jump to conclusions and think that you're being bad, but actually you weren't doing anything wrong, and I'm sorry. Sorry, I get a little bit overreactive. It's no big deal. But check this out. You know that I always make it a point to have a drink. I fucking love drinking shit and complaining about it after. I tried to drink a coffee earlier today. I couldn't finish it. And I still have that aftertaste deep in my throat that's making me sick. Let me take a sip really quick. What do you think? Like that new show, The Vampire That Can't Suck Right? Wait, man, I haven't really kept up with any modern vampire media. When I was growing up, though, because my mom was into vampires, I was a bit more familiar, but I'm just, like, so out of it. The last thing that I heard about vampire is that they did a interview with the vampire TV show, like a new one. I don't know if it's good or not. I assume nothing is, or everything's just okay. Am I tripping, or does this model have a rounder face than Sailor Synth? It's pretty similar. It might be that most of the time, Synth has her hair framing her face. It's the forehead. Oh, maybe. I do show more forehead than Synth, huh? The ear jewelry is... Yes. The ear jewelry is based off of the design that I showed you guys earlier. Hold on, let me pull that up. So this costume was designed by my original 2D mama, Unks. I asked her to do like lots of goth belt harnesses, gave her a mood board, and asked for it to be dinosaur themed. And she came up with that, and I loved the kind of like teeth claw earring thing that she did. So I'm like, I want to like incorporate a lot of that into this design, because I can't imagine like dinosaur themed Nunessa without like going back to that, you know? Is this your favorite? What do you guys think of the music, by the way, that I've used so far? This stuff I commissioned with Cement Tea. The first song that I had for the starting screen, I don't remember all the reference like songs that I gave him, but one of them I think was like Call of Duty and something else, like maybe a shmup game or two. But this song, I just gave him like Command and Conquer music, and I'm like, do something like this. And that's how he got this song, and I love it. I fucking love Command and Conquer music, but I have not gotten around to playing it because Mina told me it's gonna be too hard for you. You don't play the first one anyway. So I'll figure out a way to get through that series, because Command and Conquer does look very appealing to me in terms of tone, presentation, gameplay style. This one makes me think of DN 3D. Oh, Duke Nukem 3D. I could kind of feel that actually. And we're speaking of, so, you know, Sailor Synth, she plays water autistic games. She is supposed to play shmups, but I mean, the fun is like, ooh, water autism. This is kind of specific. Let's do that first. So I haven't really gotten around to the shmups yet. But Nunessa, as you can see, it's going to be more military themed, playing just there's lots of military themed games. Whether it's realistic or fantasy style, but I'll also be playing boomer shooters with this form. Not to say that I'll never play a boomer shooter as my like bigger forms, but I do think that allocating boomer shooters to this form could be kind of cute. I kind of wish I got a gun toggle, but I don't know, what would I even get? Like, what kind of gun would I get? I should get a shotgun. Oh my god, I should have gotten like some shotgun that is like too big for me, to where I couldn't even like barely hold it, and it wouldn't even fit in the screen. That would have been stupid and cute. One of my friends loves Command & Conquer. He got me to look into it, quite like it now. It's got really good vibes, and I'm familiar enough with how Command & Conquer should be that I kind of personally seethe about what Command & Conquer has turned into. If you guys remember, they did like a mobile game in the last 7 years or whatever, and it looks like dog shit. It looks like Fortnite art style, and it's like, oh, red team versus blue team, and it doesn't like have any of the spark that the old shit had. So I'm kind of mad about that, but that's okay, because I have a whole series of Command & Conquer games to get to, but I don't know when I'm going to. It's just something that I'm going to put off forever. Luger, the most chuny of guns. Whatever you guys want me to do. But for now, I just have my traditional weapon, which is here. And also, I have my Crucifix Flames. Because, by the way, I'm also Eldritch, and you know how Eldritch loves Christian imagery, right? No? Oh, okay. But check this out. I have become Mina Crow. What do you think of that? Now I'm Mina Crow. Because I thought it would be kind of cool to have this little as a toggle. And also, I have the capability of love. And I have the capability of regretting it. And I have the capability of being overwhelmed by my love for you. Of being overwhelmed. My Menhera toggle. This ain't my Menhera toggle. I don't have a Menhera toggle. That's for Mina. Mina has a Menhera toggle. This is my Eldritch toggle, okay? And no, I do not have the tentacles on this form. There was a time I considered it before I cemented the idea of like where I wanted to take the Moe forms. Because before they were going to be a variety show, like my main forms. I'm like, no, stick with the fucking dinosaur. Just be a fucking dinosaur. Pick a thing. So I'm like, fine. So no tentacles for me. And that's fine. We could be Eldritch without them. And then let's see. I have, ready? This is my dinosaur. This is my dinosaur, Virgil. And you guys are Virgil numbers, like 1, 2, and 3. You're my legion, my army, and we exterminate herbivore dinosaurs because they're not cool. We prioritize carnivores because carnivores look cool, act cool, sound cool, and they're a high threat to my life. Not that herbivores can't kill you, I guess, technically, like, they can kill you if they want, but they're not as cool, so we hates them. But this is my dinosaur, Virgil, and I'll show you his big form, because he's existed since my main forms, like my big forms. Let me find him really quick. Shit, where'd I put this shit? This is my dinosaur, Virgil. Do not steal. He's Eldritch. He's my Eldritch familiar. And he's able to take the form of these crucifixes and also kind of be in this egg if he feels like it. Look at how cool he looks. And I can also do this. Check this out. Hold on. Ready? Boop. He can be with me always. What do you think? What's a what? He doesn't have a butthole. He just has Eldritch tentacle thing. He doesn't excrete anything because he's Eldritch and wise, and he's found a better way. Why does he have an octopus tentacle? Because, he's Eldritch. He's my cool, epic OC that looks like a blonde to a 13-year-old. New innovations in pumpkin technology. Exactly. I don't know what you're talking about, but I agree. No butthole. Grow up. This is for mature adults only. I can't believe you would even think that. Look at how upset you've made him. He's pissed off now. And guess who else is? Me. Oh shit, I forgot this. I gotta fix that toggle, my bad. Hold on 1 second. Let me just be properly angry. I tested this earlier. What the fuck? How does that not work? This is not okay. What the fuck? My toggles are broken! You like my BRB screen? Oh, that's right. This is the first time you guys get to see it. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Hold on. Oh, I just forgot to set it up in my whatever the fuck you call this, the stream deck. Okay. Hopefully there's no other issues. Okay, ready? Now I'm pissed? Yeah! I don't want to be upset anymore. How do I not be upset anymore? Uh-oh. I'm permanently angry. I don't want to be permanently angry. What the? Oh, no. Hold on. I can fix this. I just gotta unload. I'm not always angry. Like, sometimes I'm sad. And sometimes I'm happy. Okay. I can also brain synth out if I wanted to. Like, one of these days I'll do a stream where we're both out. I like to do that every now and then. Okay, this better be good. Okay, fix it. Huh? Fixed. Okay, so what else do I gotta show you? You want to see hair, or do you want to see color swaps? Also, thank you for the bits. Thank you. Permanent anger is accurate. How could you think so low of me? Have you not like memorized the joy that I can have at times? Maybe if I start talking about Husband Hotel, I'll remind you guys how happy and full of love I can be. Hey guys, by the way, I went and checked all the dojin. Oh my god, one of those dojin, I swear, was like only 4 pages. It was a joke. And I got my stands. They're kind of like Fujo stands, like acrylic stands of Vox and Angel Dust, and then one of Vox and Valentino. They were small. I thought they were going to be like standard big size. I'm like, oh, they're tiny. Well, it's still cute, but I was hoping that they would be big. No, we can't talk about Hazbin Hotel because we're going to filter out people, and I'm trying to look good temporarily. We got to lure them in, and then we'll drop the Hazbin shit on them later. Although maybe I can filter people out when I get into the slides or whenever you spend enough time with me here. Hey, I asked a question, soldiers. So cringe, K-Fab. Excuse me, soldiers. I asked you a question. Do you want my new hair or my colors? This is supposed to be an interactive kind of deal. Otherwise, I might as well be pre-recorded. Okay, colors? Oh, geez, don't rush me. All right. Okay. Ready? Green. And if you pay attention, the green in my hair becomes desaturated. Because when it's vibrant like this, it can kind of clash easy, or maybe I'm overthinking it, so we have it desaturate when we do the other colors. But I feel like this kind of cold green is really nice. And then ready for the next? Ready? Red. I've always wanted to wear red as Nunessa, even though it kind of looks a little bit Christmassy. But guess what? It's December, so that's okay. Player 2 pumpkin, I see. Player 2? Oh, I get what you're saying. What do you think? I feel like I like the brown the most, but maybe I like the second most and then red last? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Sleepy. You like red-green combination? Red-green is Kino. It's hard to avoid the Christmas look, but you can't avoid it. Oh god, though, I just realized. Green, red, gold. It's fucking Christmas. You like, oh yeah, I get the pumpkin pin. Oh yeah, you reminded me, actually. So, like my old dinosaur form, I'm able to just have the classic like little hair ribbon like she does, but I can't wear with my hat, otherwise it's a little bit like busy up on the top. Just wanted to pull them out. We must place a star in. I mean, I like stars. I think stars are cute. Oh, thank you, Dasa. Thank you. But also, I have something that I don't think I've even teased or shown any of you guys. Well, actually, I did share a teaser of my reference sheet on my Piku page, which I have pinned. My Piku page is my general hub for Sailor Synth and Captain Nunessa. Shows their specific social media, and then, you know, the typical shared social media that I have. Ready? So this was the original only alternate hairstyle. I wanted to utilize these braids. These braids were concepted by my old 2D mama, Unks, for a costume that I will not be utilizing probably, but I might show you what it looks like one day. But yeah, I have cute braids, and I have like this cute like Bane style. So I don't know, I kind of look like a little villager girl who lives in village, unlike girls who don't live in villages. Is it your favorite? Well, it might be, but I got one more. Ready? Short. Is that serial experiments lane kind of deal. This hairstyle was concepted by my 2D mama, Oku. I wanted like a cute short hairstyle, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. I came up with a few ideas, and they didn't work in execution, and then she proposed this, and I made a few adjustments, and then I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I love this. Do you guys like braids the most, then? Villager girl who would probably kill you. I get this. I like this style a lot, but I'm really happy that you guys like the braids. But this is, of course, my favorite because this is my default. I think that this has always been Nunessa's cutest hairstyle. Something about having a visible forehead like this just adds to that, like, really youthful, kawaii kind of factor, you know? Well, thank you. I love short hair. I love short hair. But I feel like I've shown kind of everything. I don't think that there's any other toggles left, unless you want to see, like, me holding a video game controller, which is pretty crazy, I guess. But I suppose we can go ahead and mosey on over to the slides. But actually, before I do, as always, I do have variants of the background because I like to just work with artists and I like to switch things up. So I have sunset, and then I also have this really cool nighttime. What do you think? I think it's sick. This, of course, was done by Suramaki, who has been my background artist, like, for a really long time, like, since I was 3D, and he's one of my favorite artists. He is so inspiring, and he's very good at backdrops and scenery. Like, I just wish I could do that, too. It's so cool. Zoom out of alt colors. Do you want to... What do you mean again? Love the jewelry. Thank you. Well, let's switch back to the daytime, because this is our first time showing this, so we're going to kind of stick with this default. But let's go ahead and go over to the game screen, which hopefully I've set up properly. I got my cringe slides. I'm a little bit embarrassed. I don't know. Sometimes I have shame, or sometimes I get a little bit self-conscious doing slides and talking about myself, which is weird, because like I usually talk about myself anyway. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel weird. But okay, so let's go ahead and get into these. So... this is Captain Nunessa, military velociraptor girl. Our alternate form... why did I capitalize of? Alternate form of Pumpkin Nunessa. More cutesy, maybe just as dangerous though. She still retains her eldritch ghost properties, but now she is a little Dana girl. She lives in a private base in the jungle nearby Synth's lighthouse. She commands an army of raptors to do her bidding. She wants to conquer various territories simply to feel big and strong. I also, because I fucking deserve it, and I should own them. She likes to play games and drink coffee. She hates herbivore dinosaurs. Carnivores will reign supreme. Exactly. I so agree. Past me that wrote this. I like military aesthetic, history, and war movies, but consider me casual and touristy because I'm not full dedicated military otaku or educated. I'm not educated on fucking anything. Though that's me in general, but wanted to disclose to filter people out, hoping for more from me. I don't know. I get a little bit nervous because, like, I think that military bros and military otaku people are really cool, but I can't actually like keep up with them or anything. So just gotta get it out there that I'm just a face. I'm just like a little idol, whatever the fuck you want me to be. Okay, next page. I'm more like into the water autism, but I mean that doesn't require much knowledge. All you need to do is like, whoa, water. Oh, is that a water bottle? Holy shit. That's all I really need to do with synth. Okay. Enough. Where's my slide page? Okay, here we go. Okay, so this time I can explain this and not fuck it up because last time on Sailor Synth, I accidentally called Nunessa PumpkinSynth and I made it more confusing. So this time I get a chance to explain. So this is the I'm confused, let me re-explain. So my main form, which you can see pictured, is PumpkinSynth. She's a Halloween ghost. The second main form, done by the same artist and is like the main representation of the channel, is Pumpkin Nunessa. She is an eldritch ghost. I always present myself as a duo set. They are equal. They have lots of costumes, but they are only costumes. And then Sailor Synth and Captain Nunessa, which are these moe art styles done by Oku, are alternate universe moe forms with their own focus theme in. Both will play shmups, but how Synth plays water-themed games, Nunessa will play military and war-themed games, dinosaur games, boomer shooter games. This was when I wasn't sure. And then obviously for both of us, dinosaur or reptile in general. Just yesterday, Synth was playing Yoshi's Island, because Yoshi's Island's cool. But Yoshi is a dinosaur, which means that she shouldn't be allowed to play it, but everybody should have a piece of Yoshi. We all share the same 3 brain cells in this chat. None of us will get it. No, you should get it by now. It's not hard. It's literally not hard. It's not hard. Cadillacs and dinosaurs? I feel like I've heard of that. I mean, if it's dinosaurs, I'll play it. Hey, you know there's like dinosaur fighting games? That means I had to play shit like that. Ooh. Okay, next. Okay, so this is kind of explaining like, all right, my interest in military and dinosaurs, where does that come from? Let's like get into it, and also an excuse for a slide and to have stuff to talk about. So I wrote, I would say my water autism with synth is a lot stronger than me in military, but I do go way back childhood with this aesthetic and theme and interest. This alternate universe started with Sailor Synth, and I had to think of something for Nunessa to match but be different. I felt that dinosaurs, something already set with Nunessa prior to this, and military suited Nunessa. As a kid especially, I was really into war and military movie games thanks to my dad. I like to read about World War II, but my brain struggles to retain information, especially long term, and especially if there's a lot of information I'm trying to learn at once. So basically, no matter, well, for the most part, anything that I get into, no matter how much I try to educate myself on it, eventually a lot of that information just kind of fades away. Like, for example, I was one of those girls that liked to read about serial killers. I wasn't, like, wanting to, like, fix the Columbine boys or anything, but I read about serial killers, like, a lot. And I really forgot most of it. And it sucks, but that's just the way I am. So I wrote, this is a lot of, like, defensive coping crying. So as much as I wish I could be educated otaku on all things war and weapons like a lot of you, I'm mostly going to be surface level aesthetics here, though that's me in general. In the end, I'm mainly a fictional media, otaku, movie, games, TV. Not proud of it, just kind of stuck with that. That is just me. I'm being a little bit real. And to briefly touch on them, I like carnivorous dinosaurs, my favorite things being like T-Rexes, Hollywood Raptors, and anything that looks like them. Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies of all time. I strongly believe that horror plus dinosaurs is one of the greatest combinations of all time. The dinosaur thing for me spawned from my childhood of being obsessed with Land Before Time movies. I think that's genuinely like where it came from, because I was super into them. I remember having these like rubber toys of them, and you could like take them into the bath with you. I had like a bunch of the characters, and I watched a bunch of the sequels for it. I stand by those movies. Those movies are cool. Okay, so this is basically the same exact slide I showed on Synth, but I just swapped out the character. That's why it's showing the water autism, but it's just showing like, you know, basic interest to like introduce me in general. So you know, got Hunter characters, Soul Eater, Trigun, my Satanophany, Dead Tube, Devilman Lady. I got Ada Rook, one of my favorite musicians, Quake, music I like Scooter, Velvet Eden, and then Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Yu-Gi-Oh, and aggro-tech music in general, Lord of the Rings, Hitman, and then, you know, some water stuff, Jaws, Alien, Cold Fear. Well, Alien's not water, but... And then Conscript is here, because I fucking love Conscript, and that's what we're going to be playing today. But one thing at a time, everybody. Okay, so vibes, like, alright, I claimed like military. Well, what do I like? Okay, so... Of course, I like Conscript. It is a game that is inspired by Resident Evil games. It's World War I, it's isometric, and it's fucking awesome. But let's save that for later. Big fan of the Jurassic Park movies, including the sequels. Well, the first trilogy, I should say. I'm a big fan of them. I watched them whenever I was really young, and I stand by all of those movies. They have, the sequels have their issues trying to live up to the first movie, but they're very good in their own ways. 2 is really good at being like a crazy, bombastic sequel that just goes overboard, but one of its flaws is that it goes overboard. And some pacing issues. And then Jurassic Park 3's issue is that you go from this big, artful, like, blockbuster movie. I mean, I say artful, which... And you go to, like, highish budget B movie. But the thing with the highest budget B movie is that it's good. Jurassic Park 3 is a high budget dinosaur movie. And yeah, it's campy and B movie, but that's not actually bad. B and B movie is actually cool. But I don't think that many people wanted that for the series. So understandably, people don't vibe with the third one. But other stuff I like the Come and See movie. I like Land Before Time, of course. Dino Crisis I fucking love. That was like one of the last survival horror games that I got around, like one of the classics that I just delayed forever because I was so scared by them. Even though I had played plenty of other survival horror, Dino Crisis always scared me in particular because raptors are fucking scary, and I don't want them to be my basic enemy. But I finally forced myself to play it like 4 years ago, and I fucking loved it. And it's not as hard as you would think. Oh shit. I got nervous. Like, oh shit, what do I have to do? What did I forget? Oh, my bot reminder to make me check if I have any chats that I'm not noticing. And then also Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. I think it's awesome. And then, you know, the Ghost in the Shell artist. I think it it's like Shiro Masamune, I believe. I love his art in general. He has a lot of like military-esque designs that he does, where they'll be like sexy, but like kind of a mixture of tactical as well. Tactical. I think it's sick. It's awesome. Well, it depends on which Ghost in the Shell you mean. But I like Ghost in the Shell IP in general. I think it's pretty cool. I got Metal Slug 3, which I played for the first time with Love a few months ago. I loved its vibes. I thought it was perfect. It is so fucking cool. And then I put specifically the T-Rex scene in Jurassic Park 1 because I feel like it is one of the greatest moments in cinematic history is that entire sequence. It just gives me life. And then I had the Command & Conquer soundtrack because I've been listening to Command & Conquer music for a really long time. I have some of the CDs, and I remember like whenever I would do like long road trips, I would just put the physical CD, so I would just like listen to it a lot. Oh, hello Masakari, thank you. And then Hitalia. I was a Hitalia fangirl, not as brain dead as a lot of them, but I mean, I liked it, so just a little bit brain dead. I still like it, but I don't revisit it much. But I have an affection for it. I thought it was cute. I was always into England x United Kingdom. Special note, I fucking hate all modern Jurassic Park movies because yeah, they're big budget dinosaur movies, but it's all CGI and it's ugly and the cast sucks and there's not a single thing that I like about them. Though I've only seen like the first Jurassic World and I think it sucks ass. And everything that I've heard and seen of the sequels, I haven't heard anything about them being good. So, fuck it. I'm not watching that shit. Okay, so I'm gonna say this wrong, right? Are you supposed to say Das Boot? I say Das Boot, but I think people said that's wrong. I like Das Boot. It's a movie / miniseries depending on like what site you're looking at, I guess. But I love that movie show a lot. I think it's really cool and I want to rewatch it. And if I do rewatch it, I'm gonna watch with y'all. Turok. I do like Turok. I'm not like a Turok fanatic or something, but I think that Turok is genuinely a really good time and very fun. And I streamed it a long time ago. I will stream it again as Captain Nunessa, of course. And then Hunt for Red October. I liked Hunt for Red October. Apocalypse Now, of course. And you know, boomer shooters. So I like Doom, Quake. I have Velociraptors from Jurassic Park there. That's just there to highlight again that I like Velociraptors. And then other stuff. Inglourious Bastards, Dog Soldiers, specifically Call of Duty 2. I was never like a Call of Duty kid to where I just played a lot of them, but I was very, 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 very specifically obsessed with Call of Duty 2. I loved it. I played it online all the time. And then Black Hawk Down. I think Black Hawk Down, stylistically, is just banging. It is so fucking cool. But yeah, that is my little slideshow. And then I think the next thing is just credits. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so here are my credits. The design was done by Okusurya and me. The outfit is mainly credited to her. I just gave her the mood board and kind of showed her how I wanted my like hairstyle and to be and like what kind of hat I wanted, stuff like that. But I would say it's mostly like thanks to her genius. And also elements of the design that Unks initially did for Nunessa. The rigging was done by Nunpire. And then my background art is done by Surumaki. Overlays done by Aruni. All the music is done by Cement T. My cute opening that I had is done by Todomaki41. BRB is done by Pamupumu __u. And then the stream avatars are done by Terracotta Scarf. And that's it. That's my presentation. Oku mama. Oh, arigato. I love you. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. Thank you so much. And I also have a new illustration. So now whenever I introduce people who might not be familiar with me, I can show them the classic form, and then I can show them the Moe form to kind of more clearly differentiate the two, if that kind of helps. But I hope you guys enjoyed my little demonstration or slides or whatever. Thank you guys so much for coming. I think I'm going to do a quick little intermission where I wander downstairs and contemplate things, and then I'm going to play Conscript. So if you mainly came here just because you wanted to see the new model and the vibes or whatever, but you have to head out, again, thank you so much for coming. But if you want to stay, which I do recommend staying, not so much for me, but for the game Conscript, because I am just so autistic for it. The year it came out, it was like 2004, right? Or no, 2024, right? It is my game of the year, despite my issues with it, which I will get into it. And there's not that many issues. It's just it's a bug-related issue. And like one other thing, it was my game of the year, hands fucking down. Versus this year, where I don't even have a game, I don't even have a top 5 game of the year. Oh, except Peak. I hate to not have an overly interesting answer for what I think is my game of the year of 2025, but it's Peak because it's awesome and it's Peak. Say less, I was gonna buy it. Good. I have. I streamed Conscript months ago. I think. Wait. I don't know if I streamed them with my new models, like my my ego models. But yeah, I assumed that we got through 65 or 70% of the game, and then I left off due to a glitch that angered me, and I was hoping they would patch it, but I had my friend Goat play it, and he told me the bug is still there, and it's a really bad bug, and we're gonna get into it. But yeah, give me a few minutes, and then I will be back for delicious gaming with you. Hello, I have returned. Ah, hi. Oh, let me get rid of these slides and let's go ahead and set up Conscript. Oh, I gotta remember to plug in my controller though for it. Where's my slides? I want to get rid of this. There we go. Let's have a black screen instead. Oh, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Hold on. My model's gonna break if I like. Can you hear that? The boo-doo. Although, when I was doing audio testing, keyboard and mouse is perfectly fucking valid for Conscript. Probably the intended way to play, if I'm being real. But I insist on controller, because controllers just make me feel more comfortable. So, Conscript is like a game that I came across, I think, because Merlin was streaming it a long time ago. And then it just imprinted on me. And, I eventually got it myself, and it impressed me a lot. Great atmosphere, great art direction. I also really appreciate that it's like, okay, you're clearly inspired by Resident Evil, like painfully so. But it's not trying to sound like Resident Evil. It's not trying to look like Resident Evil. It's not set in a city called Possum City or something. It's its own thing to where it stands out. And I want, and appreciate whenever survival horror games that are inspired by Silent Hill or Resident Evil, I appreciate when they try to do something to make themselves stand out and not just be like, oh, sounds like you're trying to sound like a Kira Yamaoka. Okay. But now you're making it to where you just come across as like a fan love letter kind of thing. I think it's cooler to try and like measure up with the games that you're inspired by being a little bit different. But let me go ahead and mute that music. Let's go ahead and set this up. I did a lot of audio balancing because I want you guys to be able to take in everything, because we got like just really good soundscape, ambience, and music. Also, hello Jay, hi. So out of curiosity, if I every time I ask y'all to vote and pick, some of y'all slumber, but do you prefer Sailor Synth or do you prefer Captain Nunessa? What's your preference? The guy who made it kind of put the obvious hard references to classic survival horror games into the second half. In what sense, though? Like, because, like, from a gameplay perspective, you can kind of tell, oh, this is, like, Resident Evil as fuck. But it's like, you know, it's still like, oh, it's World War I. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, it's trenches. Oh, that's even cooler. But I have not touched this game in a while. So we're going to be just starting over from the very beginning. Give me a day to think on it. Because Sailor I love a lot, but the braid hair. Oh, yeah. You're down bad for the braid hair. If it wasn't for the braid hair, then it would be like a more easy kind of like landslide then, right? Hi, Ark. Hello. Also, did I say thank you, Daza? Thank you guys. Thank you. And also thank you guys so much for being so supportive and nice. Okay, so let's just start a new game. So we're gonna just do the default. I think that's what we did last time. How did the difficulties work? For veteran players, fewer resources are available. Start with fewer inventory bag slots and enemies behave more aggressively. I always, for the most part, even though I know I have the potential to do hard difficulty, I just always stick with normal and then ease my way up to hard. Especially because I'm streaming, so I get, you know, the streamer debuff or just get a little bit nervous. I want to just, like, have it be a little bit relaxing, but not so much that I do, like, these or anything. Thank you so much. Standard and intended difficulty setting, recommended for a first playthrough. Whenever I last streamed this, it's pretty easy. It's not that hard. Love them both, but Captain's Face winner hands down. Good. Unlimited saves. Ew. Ew. Nasty. So fucking based of them to have it to where it's like limited saves. And they even prompt you and tempt you with it in the beginning. How nefarious. A game by Jordan Mochi. Jordan Mochi, please patch the damn infinite health rat glitch, please. Well, it's not really an infinite health. It's the problem is that there's these rats where they just don't have a hitbox. It doesn't exist anymore, and you can't hit them. But they can hit you, and if they hit you, it's pretty bad. And, you know, the game conditions you to think, oh, the rats are easy to deal with if you get your time in. You just hit them with a melee, and then they're completely not a threat anymore unless they spawn back later. But because of the damn glitch, you don't know when that's going to hit. So you'll be like, all right, time to hit the rat like normal, and then it doesn't work, and then they get a hit on you. And then you're poisoned, and now your health is halved. And now you have to use limited resources to be able to repair it. I know that there's a store, kind of like Resident Evil 4, but I do not recall if it has limitless inventory for some stuff. Limited saves is like a deal breaker for a lot of people. You mean for the weak? The German army has hammered Verdun and artillery since late February. Their plan is to bleed France white. I wasn't fast enough to read the rest. This will be one of the longest and bloodiest battles of the entire war. Chapter 1. Some disputed barricade. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do, because, like, since I'm using up the mid-afternoon slot for this debut, what do I do in the afternoon, or in the nighttime? Do I just do a long stream, or do I just stream again as Captain Nunessa? I don't know. Or maybe I shouldn't stream too much today. July 11th, 1916. Dear Ma, I hope you're doing better. Around 9 weeks now, we have been stationed at Verdun. It is with great relief that I can finally write back to you. Also, hello, Shayla. Thank you. You like them? I know you've been thinking about Pierre. Happy to say that he made a full recovery after being gassed. He's now fighting up at Fort Souville. As for me, I'm still stuck in this miserable support trench a few hundred meters downhill. Story is minimal also. Like, it's not, like, overly intrusive or invasive or whatever. So, just the way I like it. I like stories being a backdrop. Still haven't found Father's watch. Pierre thinks he left it in his old locker at Fort Vox when the Germans attacked us there. I'm sure we'll find it soon. Yeah, like, it's a good story from what I remember, but it's not, like, cutscene heavy or anything like that. We have been fighting Germans over these old forts for weeks on end. They've swapped hands multiple times in the past months. To be frank, I don't see what the point is anymore. Our artillery support is constantly delayed. Our water is poisoned and supplies are low. Telephone lines have been severed beyond repair, and communication from command has been dreadfully slow. It's all a bit of a mess. Oh, I have Rumble on. Shit. It's over. I fucking hate Rumble. Limited saves filtered me for a while in RE2 Remake and RE7, but nothing compares to managing to complete that challenge. What? But the limited saves is only if you choose hard difficulty in RE2 Remake. So did you just opt for RE2 Remake? Although tomorrow we will be sent south for our first break in weeks, much needed, it will be a relief to feel clean water on my skin once again. I will bring both of us home, Ma. Don't worry not. Promises made, promises kept. Stop vibrating! I hate it! This makes me think of, like, old PC CGI cutscenes. The kind of, like, clay style. And the intense, like, black shadows. Kind of like how Diablo is. Or was it Diablo 2 that had cutscenes? Did Diablo 1 have cutscenes? But here you go. Here's our isometric game. Great art direction. Look at all that detail. And, like, I don't know. It's like 3D with, like, what, a pixel filter, maybe? But even though I've played this before, it's been a while. So I remember general mechanics. I remember bits and pieces of the layout, but I wouldn't say that I'm going to, like, perform flawlessly. Moths are flying around the flame of the lantern. I need to find Pierre and get to the front lines. He's probably still up at Fort Souville. Also forgot to mention, I was talking about how dinosaurs and horror make a really great combination. I stand by thinking that war and horror, like, themed media, make a great combination as well. So here you go, your World War I game with your spooky, terrifying, atmospheric music. It's like a gorgeous combination. I'll finish writing this letter later. Just some junk. There's nothing of interest here. I'll have to, like, when I get to save, I'll try to turn Rumble off. So, I do not think we have a melee. We do have a roll, but it eats up our stamina. And it also makes my controller rumble. And that's driving me insane. I don't know what I had it at by default. I didn't realize I was messing with some setting. I prefer to play the games in easier difficulties, and I actually tried it out. But if that's the case, if that's the case, why did you say RE2 Remake filtered you out? Because RE2 Remake, one of its problems is that the normal difficulty and any easy difficulties, they have unlimited saves. They don't have limited saves. So we do not have a melee weapon to be able to break that open. And I think there's durability on stuff. About half a dozen messenger pigeons are huddled in the corner of the cage. How do we get to our... There we go. I feel like this is a pretty nice inventory, like art direction wise. I like the like noise and texture that they do to it. It's simple, but I think it's really aesthetic. And I also, whenever I play survival horror games, I prefer like item inventory management. It's one of the things that brings Silent Hill down for me, is that they're just like, we'll just let you pick up as much as you want. We won't worry about like spaces or anything like that. How many spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Hello, Kubra. Thank you. I also have braids. It makes Gurin go crazy. And then I also have short hair. I feel like you would like this one the most. Am I right? I like inventory management. It gives me a second to chill. Yeah, it's like, it's therapeutic busy work to me. Hello, Burl. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing? We're playing Conscript. Have you played Conscript yet? I'm sad that Mina can't watch this game because I've been trying to pressure Mina to play Conscript for a long time. I had them play Crow Country because you know how I feel like of the recent-ish indie survival horror games that are actually somewhat trying to resemble true classic survival horror, it's like you got Signalis, Crow Country, and Conscript. Those are the big three to me anyway, personally. But I know there's other stuff out there. There's just so many games that come out all the time, right? I know there's like Tormented Souls, but I have mixed feelings about that. But I had Mina play Crow Country because I think Crow Country is very quaint. I really like it. It has good heart to it, but it is very brief. It feels like a short little game. Signalis is very impressive. Signalis is a pretty lengthy game, very on point with being classic survival horror, and I feel like Conscript is about on Signalis's level, right? Is that fair to say? Maybe, like, if I had to pick one, which one is better, maybe Signalis is better, though I couldn't say why. I don't really remember, but Conscript I really want Mina to experience. Because again, it's Resident Evil, classic Resident Evil, survival horror, and war. That's spooky. That's literally God combination. The worst thing about rumble effect is that I don't even notice it until I try to set my controller down for a second, God forbid, and it tries to vibrate off the table during a cutscene. I hate that. And I don't like how scary and jarring it is. All that shaking around. Yeah, Mina agrees with me. Mina words it a little bit more bluntly, that it was okay. I think it's quaint. I think it's cute. But yeah, I'm not like obsessed with Crow Country. But we gotta get that crow plush, because you're Mina Crow. You gotta get the crow. Can't vibe with its... Yeah, I do have mixed feelings on like, Crow Country is like kind of chibi style, which that's not bad, but it's like, but don't you want to play like the cool adult style, like this? Also, I don't need my coffee anymore. I have to use my game controller. Signalis, I really, really like. I've never streamed it. I played it off stream. Probably... Did I play it? Oh, I think I played it while I was a VTuber, but I just chose not to stream it. Crow Country was like 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, which is pretty decent. Like that's still a lot of work. But I admit I'm a little bit greedy. I want like an 8-hour or more experience for survival horror. Because especially if I like the vibe so much, I want it to go on. But I don't want it to be crazy. I'm not asking for like a 25 or 30-hour survival horror game. Crow Country feels like a mix of Illblade and like Final Fantasy isometric map chibi style. I feel like that's fair, although I can't comment on the Final Fantasy thing because I'm not as familiar, but Illblade definitely... I didn't realize it though, that's the funny thing. I didn't think Illblade until somebody pointed out. I'm like, oh, that's right. It is all about traps, isn't it? You might like Silly Polybeast? What's that? Is that another game? The short hair is pretty damn good, right? Although, maybe I'm wrong that it's your favorite, but... I think Signalis, Conscript, Crow Countries, Honorable Mention, Tormented Souls. Okay, that's like your, like, order. Is there a particular reason, without spoiling if you can, because I haven't actually seen the end of Conscript, why would you put Signalis above Conscript? Think it might be Love the Braids too, aren't they? Like, here we go. Let's flash this for Gurin. I just feel so like village girl. I don't look as commanding as I do here, right? But let's go ahead and not lose track too much. Okay, so I fucking love this. And it's more atmospheric than modern Resident Evil, but you know, let's not get into that rant again. Teehee. Alright, so what are all my buttons again? So L1 is my roll. And this is me spamming it. This is how fast I can do it. And then if you deplete your stamina completely, it takes a little bit for you to actually be able to fully move. So it kind of, I think it punishes you if you fully use up your stamina. Like if you actually let it get down to 0, not only will you start walking slower, I think it probably takes longer to refill. Something like that. Let's see. Yeah. And then there is a run button. I think it's B. I like how whenever you run, the entire, like map starts shaking a little bit. I guess to give you just feedback. I think that's kind of cool. But this is like a great first impression, right? I'm gonna glaze the fuck out of this game. Can you move with D-pad? No D-pad movement. Field manual. Oh. French Army Field Operations Manual Standard Issue. Valiant soldiers. When under fire, remember the basics of your field training. Pay attention to your firearm. Different weapon types have different firing styles. Check your weapons before going into battle. Only engage in close quarters combat if absolutely necessary. I like how cute it is. It's like, oh yeah, it's talking about war, right? Wink, no, it's talking about gameplay mechanics. The survival horror motto of, it's okay to run away. Remain aware. You can sprint to outrun the enemy. If you are fatigued, you will be easy pickings. If surrounded, you could perform a combat roll to avoid enemy strikes. I do not remember how the combat roll works, if it's iframe based or like if you roll into the swing of an enemy if you get hit. I'm gonna bank on it probably being iframes from what I remember. Keep stock of your kits. Your items can be viewed and used from the inventory bag. Here, weapons can also be equipped and assigned for instant use. Crafted materials can be combined to create medicines, ammunition, and tools for the field. You know what? While I complain about crafting systems in a lot of games, I don't think it bothers me in Conscript. And I hope that Mina likes it. Mina really likes RE3, like original RE3's crafting system, but doesn't like the crafting of any modern Resident Evil. So I would be really curious to see what they think of the Conscripts. I put Signalis above Conscript because it's right in his peak. That's the only reason. So you're in it for the Yuri. I understand. I'm just joking. I'm sure there's more to it, but... You know. Travel light. If inventory space is limited, consumable items and ammo can be discarded. Think carefully before doing so. Always pay attention to space in your field bag. Only take what is necessary for survival and, more importantly, victory. Always be vigilant. The enemy can strike from anywhere. Stick to assigned trenches. Keep your head down and only advance when ordered by your company commander. We want to bring you home to your family safely. Oh, there was something I was going to comment on. Oh, I was going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With the potential of 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's a lot of inventory space. But I think the game's also inspired by RE4 and stuff. It's not trying to be as tight as classic Resident Evil. So they're being a little bit generous. Cigarettes are your currency. Gun parts? I think it's like, if you want to upgrade your gun, you need to have a gun part, and then you utilize up that currency. I think it was something like that. You're in it for the Yuri and no feet. Oh, that's right, you hate feet, don't you? You hate the feet fetish so much that you wish we didn't even have them. Oh, no problem, and thank you for dropping by, Gurin. Andre, the Fritz are back at Soville again. Your brother, he went up about 20 minutes ago. See you at the front. Let's give those bastards hell. And I love all the propaganda posters. Fight valiantly and the enemy will cower. Someone left their gear here. Looks like they left in a hurry. I want fucking damn melee so I can start breaking things up. I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just bullying. I mean, you don't like feet fetish, right? That's a I think no, that's a friend. I think that's a friend. Like, they're wearing red, but I don't think they're an enemy. But I like how this is like dark ambience. It's got soundscape, and then it does have minimal music, but it's very effective in heightening the mood. You know, like these like bright, shrill, like I don't know how to word it technically, but I just feel like it's just really effective. It's not quite as like maybe as melodic as like Resident Evil 1 or something, Resident Evil 1 remake, but get moving now. Sorry, I got distracted. I gotta lock in a little bit if I want to get through this. Barbed wire has been destroyed here, making this trench more susceptible to raids. If I had an extra wire, I could patch it up. There you go. You got kind of like your Resident Evil 2 wire system. But I think they utilize it more in this game. Like, this is not just you use it in, like, 2 spots. I think it's, like, a reoccurring thing. So I guess more like RE2 Remake? This game would have come out after RE2 Remake, I suppose. And RE2 Remake was just expanded on the system that original RE2 started. Keep your hands entrenched during all hours of... Oh, keep your head entrenched during all hours of daylight. In case of an enemy shell-in, take shelter in trench dugouts. I feel like trenches are just, like, a really great idea for survival horror. Because, you know, like, Resident Evil, it's a mansion, and a lot of the hallways are very narrow. So it's not always easy to just run past an enemy, because you kind of have to, like, bait them out. It's tricky. And also, you know, claustrophobia, having, like, not much of a maneuvering room. It's like a type of fear, and I feel like trenches obviously, like, work well for that. And also stuff like ships. Ships work really well for that. This guy is having a Menhera freak out. That's gonna be me after the stream. Fancy yourself asleep in private? Your brother? He's up at the line. You should be there with him. Trenches are claustrophobic, dirty, soggy, and terrifying. Exactly. So here is our Resident Evil save room. But I do not know if our guy is active. Nope, they want us to, like, kind of do our task. I wouldn't want to save anyway. Because, like, the game doesn't really get hard for a while, even if you want to ever call it hard. Don't be over encumbered. Store your gear for victory. So we have a little item box. But we don't have any items to actually put in it. No. If we die, we die. Sorry, not injecting, but Routine comes out tomorrow. Waited 13 years for it. Routine. Routine is a first-person sci-fi horror set on an abandoned lunar base designed around an 80s vision of the future. Explore and investigate your surroundings as you survive against unknown threats. This looks like it could be cool. How come I haven't heard of it? Although I probably haven't heard of, like, most indie games since there's so many. You knew about this? Are you interested in it? Like, what's your gut feeling telling you about it? You think it's going to be sick? Delayed many times with 7 years, no info about it all. So they just kind of, like, left everybody in the dark. Interesting. Okay. Not judging, just, like, interesting. But I think I added it to my wish list. I'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully it turns out good. Because, I mean, I'm always down for more survival horror games. Do I want to actually progress? Like, there's another route that you're able to go, which is down here. That's one thing, is that sometimes it's hard to tell, like, where you can go. Because can you immediately tell that you can go down? Maybe not from a glance, because I guess, like, colors kind of blur together. But you'll get the hang of it. Oh, we can't go here at all, because they're funneling us. But we got, like, some scripted events going on there. I love the atmospheric fog that's kind of overlaid. And it's pulsating. It's just really cool. And just so much attention to detail. Like, they have, like, little bugs fluttering around the lantern. And they have, like, the light flickering. It's so good. Yes. And now I want to go to all previous areas and then break them open. Although I think that if you try to leave, probably an NPC is like, all right, come on, let's go. And it forces me to go somewhere. Equip weapons and tool from your field bag. Always be ready for combat. So you can see like a durability meter right here. I think you can also examine. Entrenching tool used for digging ditches. Also makes for a good close quarters weapon in desperate scenarios, and then damage 0.8. Hi, Kama. Hello. Kama, I'm now in my dinosaur form. I don't think I equipped it. Hold on. Okay, so that's how we do it. So you charge up. And if you do the full charge, obviously your attack will be stronger, or you could just do like a quick sudden, but not as much damage. I should be able to hit this. It doesn't... well, I don't know if this uses up the durability on your weapon. If you're hidden... Wait. I think I saw a little bit of it go down. Nope. Okay. So it might only go down whenever you use it on enemies instead of, like, random boxes, which I appreciate. And we also have, like, little bit of, like, stealth quote. Just, like, a little bit closet hiding. I gotta remember my role is that. He was gassed last night. Best just leave him be. There's nowhere else to put them. That's all the dead bodies. Okay. I think I missed this last time. Because it's not immediately obvious unless you're, like, really observant. Sometimes I just miss small details. I think that's basically how we get to the next area once we're done with all of this. Last good Ubisoft game was something like this, Valiant Hearts. What genre is it, gameplay-wise? If you angle it right, you can get both of them. And I think there's upgrades that you can get, like upgrades to your run-in speed, but don't quote me on that. I don't think it even lets us go here. Wait. Okay. Was there... Wait. This is locked with some kind of key. That's assuming lock 2. Here we go. World War I puzzle action adventure. What perspective was it? Is it isometric or third person or like first person? Okay. So I think we progress. Okay, he's not gonna let me progress. Oh, I think we're supposed to go all the way to the left. Oh no, I remember. We opened up a way inside. Inside here. Just get a text. Gotta make sure it's not anything important. Hold on one second. I'll have my phone closer to me so I don't worry too much. Oh. My phone is black and I have so much black furniture that sometimes I just can't see it. Oh, shit. The other chat was actually gone. I return. Mm-hmm. This is so dopamine for me. Nothing? 2D-ish? Okay. Always be ready for combat. Okay. I would probably... It'll probably be simpler if I just, like, look up what it looks like. You said it was called Valiant Hearts? Oh. I feel like Gons told me about this game. Isn't this, like, story-heavy? Although that's something to consider, actually. But you did say it was a puzzle. I shouldn't be against, like, playing a story-heavy game every now and then. I mean, if I'm willing to play liminal spaces pools for synths, like, aesthetic and everything, then I should be more open-minded. I do like story every now and then. I'm just a sucker for, like, you know, games like this where there's, like, gameplay. Speaking of World War I, we need to group watch 1917. There's, like, lots of war movies that we've been meaning to watch. Lots of recommendations that I've been given, but just haven't found the time. And we just keep starting stuff all the time, like we've been, you know, been watching Invader Zim as our recent thing. You still got it. I still got it! It looks like that was sparkling, but I think that's my breath. Heard of 1917 like last week, especially about the one long no cutscene, so I'm intrigued. Well, since I don't have to do commissions anymore, now I have more, like, free time to, like, if we watch something, it doesn't always have to be, like, stuff I've already seen before. So, you know, because, like, I pick stuff I've seen before so I can also work on commissions. But if I want to watch something new, I would want to be able to pay attention. So no more commissions means that I'll be able to pay attention more. So, yeah, we should start watching stuff I haven't actually seen. There's also a World War I horror movie called Death Watch. I maybe have heard of it. I remember there was, like, some war movie that I wanted to watch where it takes place in trenches. And it's, like, horror. I don't know if it's good or not, but I didn't commit to it. I think I just never got around to setting it up. Full Metal Jacket, I think we even watched it in the server, but I've seen it a few times. I want to watch more, like stuff that I haven't seen already. You know. But it's still a good watch with people. I don't know if we should all watch Saving Private Ryan. Did we ever watch Black Hawk Down? I don't think we have together. I don't like Platoon. I know it's stupid, but Platoon was good and everything, but the corny sentimental music that they kept spamming all the time, it wasn't that it was sentimental, it's that it was the same motif over and over again, like started from the same exact point to where it felt like comical, kind of. And I know that's dumb, but yeah. His head is bleeding, he's unconscious, I need to move him. But I remember the story being, like, good. Isn't it like Charlie Sheen's dad or something? I like that they're doing the Resident Evil sparkles to draw your eye. Danger Close was an entertaining military movie. I am not familiar with that. What's the premise? I remember this area. We kind of come here way later. And look, we even got Resident Evil box pushing puzzles. Puzzles, quote. But it's fine. Pushing boxes, it's a little bit of interactivity. Danger. Oh wait, I already read that. Oh, that was Apocalypse Now. Okay. Then I thought there was like a prominent actor in Platoon to where I'm like, oh yeah, I know that guy. Attention. Check your firearms before going into combat. Only engage in close quarters if absolutely necessary. I don't think I even have a gun. I only have that. Where's my optional route? I think, isn't this the room that eventually fills up with gas? Generator is supplying power to the entirety of Fort Soville. It's the last one we have. Maybe I'll use this as an excuse to force myself to play Amnesia the Bunker. I watched Mina play it all. I'm not really good at playing, like, I don't really like hide and seek. You have an enemy that instant kills you if he gets to you kind of games. Like, they kind of frustrate me, but it's okay to play them every now and then. Aim steady. Destroy the Boche. It's cool. Like, I feel like the premise of it is kind of sick. It's a shorter kind of game. Yeah, it's not long. I don't think a game where an enemy can instant kill you and I don't like those games being long, which is apparently what happens with Alien Isolation. I played half of Alien Isolation and then I left off. Am I not supposed to go from here? Wait, okay. I don't want to use my gun yet. I'm gonna use my shitty shovel. Sorry, I got the timing down. Oh, almost fucked up. Yeah! I'm a fucking god, I still got it. And you can also put them out of their misery if you want. Just like real war. Oh, but that does use up my durability. Maybe it's better to let them suffer. Just like real life. Johnny Depp? He's in Platoon? What's weird is that I saw it not that long ago, and I don't really remember much. Gotta be careful with this guy. Oh, that's right. If you get behind them... If you get behind them before they notice you... You can instant kill them. Ah! Sorry, we're getting a little bit rough now. I'm so disappointed in myself. I took too long. I'm like, I wasn't sure if I was close enough behind him. I wanted to go for specifically the instant kill. We don't have a lot of health. And now we had to do like a big section. But if I don't want to use the save yet. I gotta get good. No save. We fight and die trying. There you are. When you get out there, make every shot count. I'll see you on the other side. Plans and documents detailing an upcoming French offensive. It's like, typically, I'm a little bit more conservative in classic survival horror than I need to be. There's no reason for me to be this stingy. Obviously, they would have done balance it and playtest and expecting maybe people to not, like, have the melee, down, you know, get taken a few hits like this, but for me, I'm just like, nah. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I know you have a turret gun. They shall not pass. Beware of the Boche hypocrisy. This art is so good. I don't know if it's like original art or if it's like based off like actual like posters from the past. Smell of gunpowder, spent shells, and burnt flesh is coming through the window. He was shot once through the skull. Private. Fort Soville is under attack. If they take this position, we are finished. Go out there and defend this soil with your life. What are you waiting for? Want one in the back of your head? No. Get moving. They shall not pass. I like his style. He's very aggressive. I think it's one of my guys. No, I didn't save. I've done this before, and I would rather die because, I fucked up. I fucked up like a basic early melee encounter, so I deserve to not save. No, I don't deserve to save is what I mean to say. I think that's one of my friends over there. He doesn't want me to go that way. These are my friends. And there's confusing stuff like that puddle. You can't actually go to it. I forgot which button does what. Fuck. No. Well, I hoard the most when it's my first time playing through a survival horror game. Like, I haven't played so one before. But I'm kind of, like, pretty decent at dealing with inventory still. But you always get better as you replay. So I gotta remember, this is my roll, and then this is my aim in. Oh, wait, let me see how much ammo I have left in here. 12? Okay. But stuff like this, it's like, there's a level, I think it's level 3, where you deal with, like, wait, where are you able to go? Can you, like, what, like, you know what I mean? I think it's kind of just because it could be hard to see visual clarity. Thing is, on a first time, you don't know how stingy a game is with ammo or health items. Exactly. But my thing is, I always assume that it's more, that these games are more stingy than they end up being. Because I get towards the end, like for the first time, when I played Dino Crisis for the first time, I am at the end and I'm like, wow, I literally have 5,000 million, like, supplies, like, that I'm genuinely not going to use. Because they give you, like, here's how you kill the final boss ammunition at the very end. It's still good to doubt, though, just to be safe. And it makes the game harder and cooler if you're, you know, overly paranoid. I think 1 or 2 more hits and I'm donezo. I specifically want to lure 2 big bad boys that I know that come around. I want to lure them to the turret gun that has ammunition still. Even though there are other turrets other places. I don't even have to run. Oh, maybe we should a little bit. Nope, I didn't mean to go this way. Did I? Oh, yeah, this is good. This is actually really good. Damn. I didn't want to trade hits like that. How do I cancel out of this? Relying on his AI to kind of get caught on geometry that will slow him down. Oh, I don't want to fuck around with this guy. He's got, like, a gun. Let's just do this. I forgot. You gotta reload it. Ah! Wait. Did it jam? Oh, that's all. I just misunderstood the button. Yeah, how am I doing worse the second time I've played this? Do I have a turret gun here? Shit. Where's the big bad boys? There's supposed to be a, another turret. Oh, wait, I shouldn't go here. Ah! I'm dead! Oops. Continue? Probably not tonight. I like how I basically just like did a little teaser, but I feel like, I don't know, at the 6 p.m. stream time slot, my energy just depletes really fast. I tend to be more like bouncy and active at the nighttime streams, but I don't know if I really want to like overdo it today. I feel like we got through enough. And also, like, I'm clearly not locked in. I'm like sucking at the melee, and I'm kind of feeling bad about that. But this will be our stream game for the nighttime slots. Because for anybody who doesn't know, I do stream twice a day typically. Whenever I stream at 6 p.m., normally I am in the classic form. But for the nighttime, where I'm Sailor Synth and Captain Nunessa, it's the nighttime stream. So typically 11 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah, I'm feeling like a little bit overwhelmed actually. So I kind of want to take it easy before I overdo it. Ah! My bad. But that's Conscript. That's not how you're supposed to play it, but you kind of get the idea. Just doing a little teaser. Sorry that I couldn't do it a bit longer. I'm surprised. We've only streamed about 2 hours, right? Usually I like to get it to at least 3 hours, but not fully at my best. But again, everybody, thank you guys so much for coming and keeping me company. I really appreciate it. I don't know if since I don't want to stream again tonight, do I want to host something in the server? But I specifically want to watch Husband Hotel Mask Off. I want to watch Husband Hotel over and over and over again. But I don't know, do you guys want to be there for it and watch it with me again? I don't know, I don't want to be alone. Or maybe I do. Oh, let me bring my crucifixes out. They keep me company. But yeah, so in terms of when I will next stream, because I do a lot of guerrilla streams. Like, my consistent schedule is 6 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then after that, I just come on whenever the hell I want, including, like, twice a day, if I feel like it. Fine, I'll watch Husband Hotel by myself. If you don't like it, then I just do it alone. Fine. I don't mind. I would rather goon alone. But in terms of when you will guarantee next see me, I don't know. Maybe sometime later this week, 11 p.m. Eastern time. Let me go ahead and plug all my stuff. So, you obviously got the Piku page right here, but if you feel like joining my Discord, you could be notified whenever I go live. You could be notified whenever we do game and movie nights. But you do have to opt in for the roles for that, which is pretty easy to find. It's like one of the earlier channels. Yeah. Maybe I'll host it. Here is my normal Twitter, where I post all my schedule stuff. And then if you want Moe content, that will show you my Moe Twitter, where it'll be Sailor Synth, but she posts for Captain Nunessa as well. And then the Piku page, it also technically has ways to support me, reference sheets, lore kinda, etc. And then my main website that has everything, it has the same kind of stuff. And I think that's it. And I think we're pretty good to go. So let's see who we can raid today. I don't normally raid this early. Is Mame around? No, okay. In that case, why don't we raid a barrel? It's not the barrel that was here earlier, but it's a different barrel. So let's go ahead and raid her. Alright, good night everybody, see you guys later, and again, thank you guys so much for coming and supporting.